Welcome back this Labor Day. Following months of a difficult downturn, things are finally starting to look up for the American worker as we celebrate. The economy adding 1.4 million jobs in August as the unemployment rate fell to its lowest level since the pandemic began, but with still millions unemployed. How is the administration planning to help out-of-work Americans? Well, let's bring in the Labor Secretary, Eugene Scalia. Mr. Secretary, happy Labor Day to you. Thanks for joining us.
Happy Labor Day, Griff. Great to join you.
Let's talk about this August jobs gains. Clearly recovering 1.4 million jobs. It looks like it's recovering 8.4%. What's your take on it, and how significant is this?
It's a really good report. It was a great way to head into Labor Day weekend for the American worker. As you say, 8.4% unemployment. The experts watching the job markets were saying we wouldn't get there maybe till late next year. Under the last administration, during the so-called Great Recession, our last economic downturn, it took 34 months, nearly 3 years, to get unemployment down under 8.5%. The president, the country, we've done it in 4 months. So it's a very strong trend. We've now added 10.6 million jobs since April. We've got obviously more work to do, but we're making strong progress, better than had been projected.
You mentioned progress. About a month ago, I remember you were saying, hey, it's too early to declare victory on jobs. If you just go into the industry gains a little bit, we'll just show you 249,000 in retail, business services almost 200,000, hospitality and leisure 174,000, education, health services almost 150,000, and so forth. Are you sort of putting a more optimistic view of it now?
I am optimistic. When you look at where the gains were, they were really widespread across industries. And Griff, the other thing that I like is when I look where we still have jobs to add back, I see places where we ought to be able to do that in the next couple of months. Healthcare is an industry that I've focused on because we're still down about 700,000 jobs from where we were in February, but those are jobs that are so important. That's a growing sector of the economy. So I see more room to put more Americans back to work in the months ahead, although it's important as well to help those who remain out of work.
Sure, and there are millions of Americans suffering. What is the administration trying to do as soon as tomorrow, this week, next week, to help them?
Well, one of the reasons that I think we're coming back quickly now is a series of decisions the president has made in the course of this year, beginning, by the way, with the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement. I'm traveling to Wisconsin today with the vice president. It's a wonderful way to spend Labor Day. And that is a state that will benefit from that historic trade agreement replacing NAFTA. There were also the really important relief measures the president took on a bipartisan basis with Congress in March. One of those was unemployment relief. And as you know, that expired in July. The president, his team, sought to get an extension with Congress, and they just wouldn't deal on it.
Right.
And we still have a stalemate there. Now, what the president did was he said, if Congress is not going to help me, let's find a way. And so there was a message to his team, let's find a way to support Americans who remain on unemployment.
But Mr.
And the president stood up this new program with FEMA giving unemployment benefits to Americans when Congress would not.
Mr. Secretary, just in the time we've got left, though, I want to ask you why. I mean, the administration seems very open, saying over the weekend they want to do some sort of short-term package. Why won't Speaker Pelosi and the Democrats come to the table with you?
I can speak for the president, who is determined to get Americans back to work, help those who are unemployed in the meantime. I do get the impression at times that the Democratic leadership in Congress is not focused right now on doing what's best for the country at this moment.
All right, Secretary Eugene Scalia, happy Labor Day and good luck on that trip to Wisconsin. It seems like everybody's going to Wisconsin today. Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.